It is time now for ETF Friday. S&P Dow Jones Indices and MSCI announced last night that they are rejiggering sectors. They do this periodically, and also which companies go into those sectors. Thanks to this reclassification, telecom ETFs, which had been in no man's land for a decade, are about to get a huge influx of hot stocks. Eric Balchunas of Bloomberg Intelligence is here to explain. So what does this reclassification look like and what goes where?
Sure. Now, it was announced a couple months ago, but what was interesting last night, they gave the specifics on the stocks. So now we know what's happening. So I have some numbers for you. 52 companies are moving to telecom, which will be renamed the communications services sector. Here's some big ones moving: Google, Facebook, Disney, Comcast, Netflix. I added it up. The total market cap of the stocks moving is $2.5 trillion. The total market cap of the telecom sector now is $500 billion. So this is 5 times just coming in on top of the telecom sector. And here you look at the ETFs. The telecom ETF assets are almost invisible compared to other sectors. So $2 billion, that's 1/40th of what tech has. So this is extraordinary. This is like all the cool kids moving to a farm town and making it like hip again.
So is there an automatic rejiggering in the ETFs, or do they have to introduce new ones? How does that all work?
So I don't know. It's an open question. Here's what I think might happen. Remember when real estate became a sector?
Right.
I'm guessing Spider will launch a new sector ETF and then maybe do a special dividend in the form of the new ETF share, something like that. But there's going to be big capital gains. I don't see how they can avoid it, even as tax efficient as ETFs are. If you look at the actual telecom sector, there's only about 5 ETFs. So Vanguard has one. Vox is the biggest. So you got a big company, big stocks in there. I think are Comcast. You've got AT&T, and then you've got iShares has one. Fidelity. I mean, that is small. I mean, five ETFs. I would bet that's going to quadruple in the next 9 months.
And of course, they'll be renamed communications.
Yeah, you'll see smart beta. You'll see the small cap. You'll see the whole sort of like product line get launched.
And one would imagine that this would mean money into some of these individual telecom stocks as well, as they're included in these rejiggered ETFs, right?
Yeah, this seems a little like the China A-share thing in a weird way, except for these old telecom companies are now about to have all this money get dumped into them, the way A-shares are a place people are going now as they're going to get moved into bigger benchmarks. All
right, I got to ask about something else really quickly here, because the first blockchain ETFs are launching next week, before any Bitcoin ETFs, we should mention.
Yeah, well, these are just holding equities. That's why they probably got approved quickly. Reality Shares has one, and Amplify, both anticipated, not certain, but on Wednesday, they'll launch. They're going to hold companies like Accenture, probably IBM, and then also some of the pure play stocks. Anything with blockchain in the name, as you know, goes to the moon. So I guess it's interesting, 2 launching on the same day. We'll see which one, but this is a $100 million ETF, probably within a couple weeks, depending on which one people choose.
As we know, anything that mentions blockchain or Bitcoin or crypto, anything these days, has been going straight up.